Hello, I'm Dick.
And I'm Eric, and we're the Annuity guys.
Well, Eric, is it possible that we've seen some of the best rates and some of the best guarantees we'll ever see in annuities?
It's the golden age of annuities right now.
That we'll look back and go, remember the good old days?
Well, and it's funny to say that because I know every day I talk to people and they say, well, the rates, the guarantees, everything with annuities is going down, you know? So how can we say that we are in the golden age right now?
Well, and we did actually, look at 3 or 4 years ago when we went through the financial crisis.
Sure.
And everybody and their brother was going to wait until it got better.
Yeah.
And when rates were going up.
Yeah.
And there's been some new developments every year, it seems.
Yeah.
And we just what really touched us off on this video was Switzerland.
Yeah, we've been watching, and it's tough for me to get my head wrapped around the bond market occasionally, especially right now in Europe, because I'm more comfortable with if I'm going to buy a bond as an investor,
right?
And I basically loan you these dollars, you're going to pay me a return.
You want some return.
Well, right now in Europe, not only do I loan you the dollars, but then I reach in my pocket and I give you a couple extra just for the opportunity to loan you the dollars.
That has to be because you believe that this money's going to become worth a lot less, and you want me to protect it for you.
And that's exactly it.
Yes.
It's obviously in Europe they are concerned about deflation.
Right.
I'm just going to give you some numbers here. German bonds are negative yields for up to 6 years.
Yes.
Denmark for up to 5 years, as well as the Netherlands, Australia, Sweden, and Finland. 4 years in France and Belgium, and Switzerland, and this is the key, 13 years negative yields.
Wow.
Can you imagine buying a 10-year treasury note, lending money to the U.S. government,
and paying them.
And paying them additional dollars just for the right for them to keep your money for 10 years?
Well, and I think that once folks really get their arms around this, just like we do,
exactly.
It's not necessarily an easy concept to grasp. But when you look at Japan, that's had negative interest rates for many years, the greatest fear our government has after we went through the Great Depression, back in 29, such a prolonged period of deflation, and that's what put us into that mess, because everybody was waiting for prices to go down further before they spent.
Yeah.
And consumer spending is 70% of our economy. So basically the Fed has went just miles out of its way to manipulate our economy for inflation.
Right. We keep hearing about quantitative easing.
Yes.
We've gone through QE1, QE2,
QE3,
and now the Europeans, they're into the QE. They're easing. And of course we got the Chinese who have plenty of dollars to stick in all these places, and apparently they just keep flooding the market because again, it's supply and demand. If everybody's got dollars out there to lend, but nobody wants to say, or other than the Chinese.
Yes. But even the Chinese economy is going through its struggles right now, and they're coming to grips with some of the things that the other economies have faced for years.
Yeah.
And so I guess if we bring this back to annuities, if rates do continue to stay low, and we've kind of put that out of our minds in some ways, thinking that rates have to go up, but we've been saying that for years now, Eric, and I think it's time to come to grips with the fact that we can't change the entire world.
Well,
the whole world is going through this cycle.
And I know I have had conversations with people on the phone that said, and I've told them, well, they're at zero now. They can't go any lower. I'm here to tell you I was wrong. I didn't think bond rates could go negative, but apparently in many senses they can.
And even just a prolonged low-rate environment, when consumer spending continues to be very, very weak, and even maybe go the other way to where we're losing ground, the United States could very well go into a deflationary situation itself, or even a flat situation. Our government has every motivation to hold their rates low. We're a borrower. We're not a lender.
Yeah, we don't want to pay. We don't want to pay exorbitant interest on on the debt.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm sure the government would like to get a few extra dollars in the meantime to hold the dollars.
So I think that if folks, if you understand how insurance companies work, their greatest responsibility is to their current clients.
Right.
And they're going to always take care of those clients first. They don't necessarily need new clients to operate profitably. Right. They just have to take care of their client base. So, and we've seen this in the past. We saw it in the Great Recession when the companies started drawing back. They had all the business they could handle, right, and they just stopped taking new business, or they put their rates so ridiculously low, their guarantees so low, that nobody wanted the annuities.
They turned off the spigot.
Right.
They didn't want to have new money coming in.
Right. So I think the question that folks need to ask themselves is, with today's guarantees, which are pretty exceptional when you really look at what
the rate environment,
the rate environment and what these companies are guaranteeing, that if those meet the retirement objectives on a guaranteed basis, why wait to see if it gets better?
Right. Yeah. Or why wait to see if it gets worse?
Yeah, exactly.